YourGPT is an all-in-one AI suite for businesses featuring a chatbot builder, AI head desk, voice agents, AI studio, and more. It's everything you need to automate support, boost productivity, and deliver smart customer experiences. Keep watching to learn more. So once you log into your GPT, you notice that this is how the initial dashboard looks like. Now it's really easy to use. You can access your chatbots here, but you have all your different resources over here. So you have your cookbook, your YouTube channel, and you can join the Discord community to learn how to use this tool to the fullest. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click on this. And then you'll see that I've already created one of my AI agents, my chatbots over here, but I'll show you that you can create a new one. You click on this, and then it's a wonderful layout, a dashboard where you can customize your entire chatbot. You can see that it looks like this. You can change the colors very easily. Okay, the entire thing can be changed. Let's do this. This is your chat layout, by the way. You can also have the tabs layout. So initially, this is what's going to be shown, and then they can toggle through this. All right, really nice. You can main your chatbot over here, and then you can customize everything. I mean, I've used other tools as well when it comes to like these chatbots and AI agents, but your GPT really gives you a lot of customization options. Okay, so you have your welcome message, your chat input buttons, voice connection. So there's a lot of different options. I would take you through all of them, otherwise it'll be a very long video. But there's a lot of customization. Then once you customize it, pay to then train your chatbot on your company's data and information. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, but I'll just show you how you can train your data very quickly. So I just go ahead and add a lane. There's this do bot, and then you can customize all this. I already showed you. I'll click on create chatbot. This is where you'll have to train your chatbot on your company's information. Okay, so the best and the easiest way to do it is by adding or the URL of the website. So for example, this is one of my previous clients, 360 Business Law. It's a law firm, international law firm based in the United Kingdom, and I've trained my chatbot on this website. I'll show you about what's in a moment. But then you can add in the URL. You can also train it by providing documents, FAQs, you can add in text, so a lot of different ways of training your chatbot. Now, once you've added the information, it's going to look like this. This is going to be your dashboard. So you can see on my chatbot, which is this one, I already have these different conversations going on. So you can see that we have the visitors over here. Beautiful, beautiful map. A really nice layout. I love the dashboard, how it's done. Everything in one place. This is one place where your GPT stands out, because a lot of these different chatbots and AI agent, the dashboards are, cumbersome, not really streamlined to provide you information quick. But then this is really good. So we have total conversations, queries, visitors. Okay. So show you things like the live user. So okay, so if you click on live over here, you'll see that we currently have one live user, which is actually me, for United Kingdom, and we have this chatbot open over here. And you can see that I have this pre-done message. Okay, so you can select, create these pre-messages that people keep asking. You can add this over here, and all people have to do is just click into this, and then the chatbot is automatically going to respond. Okay, now check how it responds. It's a very detailed answer. So you see over here that because this business works on subscription basis, it tells me that we have the subscription paying model. It also provides me some additional information. Plus, it also provides me a link to the pricing page. So this is how easy it is to use this tool. All you have to do is provide it with your website URL, and then it's automatically going to study the pages, provide you a concise answer, just like this, detailed yet concise, and plus it's going to link to the relevant page. But there's more things that you can do. So for example, you can also set this option over here. So request a human operator. Okay, so you can set this option. If the customer say that, wherever the viewer is, if they want to get in touch with a human operator, all they have to do is click into this, and then you're automatically going to get a notification. Okay, you see over here, conversations, we have this notification over here. If I click on this, you'll see it says awaiting, and if I click on it, now I have control over this conversation. So I can go back and forth and talk. So whoever's in your company, you might have a dedicated customer support department. So the AI handles the emission interactions, but then you can also loop in a human. Plus, they have all these other information pieces of your, like, the location, type of computer they're using, the browser, everything. A lot of information, okay? So really, really impressive. From here, you can either continue the conversation, you can mark it as resolved if it's resolved, or you can transfer back to the bot. And of course, you can select your operators, okay, over here. You can see on the net, we have all the previous conversations that have taken place, and we have our inbox over here, okay? So very nicely done, perfect for customer support. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are a lot more things that you can do with this. So if I come over here, if I take you to, say, training, you'll see that, remember I told you that I had added the website, the URL of the website of 360 Business Slow. And you see that I have all these URLs. All I had to do was add in the initial homepage URL, and then your GPT automatically fetched the sitemap and provided with all these URLs that it then, studied. And then you can see our statuses over here. We can re-index this URL if you want. We can remove any one of these particular pages, if you want. You could do that as well. Another cool feature is the AI help desk. Now, this is a very unique thing which makes your GPT a truly all-in-one AI platform, because of course, you have your AI chatbot like I showed you, but you can also create dedicated help desks, okay, and create certain sections and create certain articles so that, for inquiries that people might have, on a regular basis, customers have so many inquiries that you have to keep answering back to back. So you can have these articles like you can see over here, okay? We have these, I'm sorry, there's some sort of loading problem. But then you see that we have these articles that we can create and then add it to our head desk. Let's do 360 business. Click on next, and it's then going to set up our workspace. And then you can see that we can choose from these different templates, okay? So customer support, e-commerce, travel, SaaS, any industry, you can have a template for any of this, okay? Let me just go ahead and do customer support to give you an idea of how this actually works, okay? Click on next. But of course, you can customize it, change the name, change the color. If you want gradients, you can do that as well. Click on complete. And there you go. Your head desk is now ready. Now, all you have to do is add in information, okay? So you click on add new, and then you can add in the articles that then can be referred to by your customers or users. For example, the best example is the product itself. So if you see the siphon over here, right? They've done a great job. So this is how you could set up your entire support system. So initially you have the home, okay? You can ask any questions over here. We have these articles over here, okay? So this is what you can actually create. Social media, so really nicely done. You can also directly get in touch with the team like I showed you, or you can also converse with the AI. You have a help section. So this is an entire sales and support system that you can create, especially if you are a startup founder, you recently, started your company, your agency, or your SaaS. You could use your GPT to really streamline all these customer inquiries that you're going to be having. We also have contacts, okay? So you can, of course, collect leads very easy. So you can see I have these different leads that have been collected, the name, email ID, country, all the information you want. And you can, of course, organize this by adding tags to it, okay? Everything can be accessed through the settings. And if you're confused about anything, all you have to do is ask the AI itself, and then you will get the answer. As far as integration is concerned, you can have this anywhere in your website. So if I click on integrations, you'll see that we of course have the link, so you can copy the link and share it. We also have the script. So if you're going to add this to your website, you will need this. Copy this and simply add the code in wherever in your page, and then you're going to have this little chatbot icon over here. We also have these different options over here. Now, your GPT is flexible, as in it can work anywhere really. So, of course, you can connect it to your website, but you can also connect it to WhatsApp, your Instagram, Discord, Slack, to really automate on whichever platform that you're communicating with your clients or even with your team for that matter, okay? So really, really cool. You also have the phone integration. So, like I mentioned, your GPT is an all-in-one AI sales and support system, which you can, of course, like I showed you, you can use chatbots, help centers, and transfer it to real employees. But you can also create AI voice agents, like you must have seen in Vapi or like Lindy AI. A lot of these other platforms also offer this, wherein you can set up a number, the customer calls, and AI talks to the customer. Okay, so you can set that up as well. There's some more cool features over here, so let me show you. We have the automation section, so you can create automated responses. Okay, so you can see I've already created one. So basically in this, if any user types in a particular phrase or a word, it's automatically going to trigger a response. Okay, so this works very similarly. If any of you have used ManyChat before, you can add in words like hey, hi, or any particular word specific to your industry or service. If the person types in that word, you can automatically provide a response to it. Okay, so also have functions, so you can create different functions over here. As you can see, very well demonstrated in this video. To really create the type of chatbot that you want, okay, you can customize it to the max. Let me quickly show you the AI Studio feature as well. So AI Studio helps you build sequential agents or flows for support, sales, custom workflows, or any use case you might have in mind, like sending emails, calling APIs, or executing code. Based on what the customer is inquiring about, you can actually set up the flow so that they get that appropriate answer. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail on the studio because then the video is going to be very long. But your GPT has a lot of these articles and video guides that show you how you can actually create wonderful flows. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. You can check that out as well. Cool thing is that you also have the Studio Copilot that will actually help you. To do is type in the query, and then it's going to tell you the steps you need to follow. Really, really cool. Let's now go back to our dashboard. And I hope I was able to give you a quick overview of what is possible with your GPT. Of course, there are a lot more features, and they've done a very good job because they themselves, are providing you with all the tools you need to really, provide the best customer service. You can go through the guides and the videos and then learn how to create the perfect flow for customer interactions for your business. Now, I'm going to be leaving a link to your GPT in the description. Go ahead, test it out. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy using this wonderful tool.